Do you believe that therefore Donald Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize? There's been much talk that Donald Trump himself wants the Nobel Peace Prize. The announcement will come this weekend, hours possibly before or after the hostages are released. Do you believe that Donald Trump therefore deserves the Nobel Peace Prize, as some or certainly the Trump supporters are arguing now?
Oh, he certainly does. After what he's done in Africa, in the Middle East, negotiating for the first time between the Ukraine and Russia, after what he's done between India and Pakistan as well. Since he came into office and even a little bit before, he actually created more peace and more stability than anyone before. I think if they don't give Trump the Nobel Prize, this institution is truly going to become a serious joke, speaking about politics more than about what people actually has done to create more stability, more prosperity, and more peace in the world.
My final question, ma'am. Many believe that a durable peace can only come if there is a two-state solution, a recognition of the Palestinian state. We've seen in recent weeks more and more countries across the world, including former Israel or present Israel allies, are recognizing Palestine. Do you accept that a two-state solution is needed, not an international stabilization force, which can only be transitional, as Donald Trump envisages, to govern Gaza? Eventually, you need a two-state solution of a Palestinian state and an Israeli state side by side.
Well, you couldn't be more wrong than that. And the fact is that you've seen that when those declaration of a Palestinian state during the last negotiation came up, it only emboldened Hamas's position. They understood that the longer they continue with the war, the longer they continue the suffering of Israelis and Palestinians alike, the more they will be rewarded by the international community. The fact is that President Trump's plan has nothing to do with a Palestinian state, and that is a proof that it doesn't have to come through that. On the contrary, it will come when we stop this complete obsession about the slogan of a two-state solution and concentrate on what really matters, how to make Israelis and Palestinians live side by side, how we should concentrate on education, on the economy, on living side by side. That's the most important thing in order to create real peace, because the fact is that Gaza was
who's going to govern Gaza, ma'am?
Solution, and it's completely failed.
So if that's the case, who's going?
Well,
So who's going to govern Gaza then, ma'am? Who's going to govern Gaza?
Yep. So President Trump pretty much outlined what his vision should be, and Israel have agreed to it. The Arab countries have agreed to it. There should be a technocratic government led by Tony Blair and President Trump in order to rehabilitate and to create a society that is willing and wants to live beside the Israeli society. I think that concentrating on what are the actual measures that we need to concentrate on now instead of a slogan or an obsession is so much more important. And this is something that I have to say. The Arab world accepted, Qatar accepted, Turkey accepted, even the Palestinian Authority have accepted.